Nintendo has made a lot of baffling and downright strange choices in the past, but Super Mario Party Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV might be among the worst. Bad name aside, I was looking forward to the upgrades coming to Mario Party Jamboree. I think it's a great entry in the series, despite some issues with pacing and minigame variety. It took the lessons learned from Super Mario Party and Superstars before it to make a compelling package. Jamboree TV aims to take advantage of new Nintendo Switch 2 hardware features in its gameplay, namely the Switch 2 camera and Joy-Con 2 mouse mode. There are 20 brand new mouse mode minigames to play, and they get added to the minigame pool available in Mario Party mode. The minigame variety was sorely lacking in this entry, so having more available is a huge plus. There's not really a bad game in the bunch. Sliding the Joy-Con around to navigate a Toad through an electrified maze or sorting spam email from Bowser feels really visceral. The controls don't feel compromised in the slightest, and they're used in some pretty inventive ways. Nintendo is obviously very proud of using mouse mode in tandem with gyro, as many of these minigames take advantage of that. There's one where you're placing dominoes to create a Rube Goldberg domino effect. Twisting my hand to precisely angle the dominoes around obstacles feels exactly as it should. There's never a moment that I feel the game isn't responding to me the way it should. And oh man, the HD Rumble 2 is excellent in this game. Pulling these toy cars back feels incredible. You feel every little increment of the car winding up as you pull it back. I've said it before, but HD Rumble 2 feels like it's fulfilling the promise of HD Rumble 1. I couldn't imagine playing these without this level of feedback. You can experience these minigames on their own, in parties, or in a new roller coaster mode. The setup here is pretty cute. You'll watch your characters going through the line to the actual coaster, and even pull the safety bar down using the mouse once you're seated. It's great window dressing. The actual mode? Yeah, there's not really any substance here. You'll be aiming at enemies with your mouse while speeding around the ride. Each enemy group defeated adds seconds to your timer, with the main objective being to survive the entire coaster before time runs out. There's very little actual challenge here, and I'd prefer just playing the minigames without all the extra fluff. One thing I do like, though, is the rear-view camera that places your Switch 2 camera feed into the coaster. It encourages you to put your hands up whenever you go down a huge drop. This is honestly more fun than the game part of the experience. The Switch 2 camera is also used to great effect in Jamboree TV. Whether you're playing the standard Mario Party mode, where I think the camera shines the brightest, or playing Bowser TV, you'll get to enjoy making silly faces at your friends as you play along. The face cams are integrated so seamlessly into Mario Party mode. Your cam will dynamically move around and interact with the game environment depending on the situation. When a minigame ends, you get to see a mountain of your coins in front of your face. When you get a star, you get a huge close-up allowing you to gloat at maximum gloat levels. When you land on a Bowser space, your cam gets sucked up into Bowser's dimension before he eventually ruins your day. My favorite has to be Chance Time. Your face gets placed on these giant wheels so you can see your own terror in real time as your star gets taken away. It's seriously great stuff. The Bowser mode is a neat sideshow, but not something I see myself returning to very often. That said, seeing your full body get thrown into the crowd and on stage with Bowser is a fun gimmick. The minigames themselves play out more like PlayStation iToy experiences, where you'll move your body to hit a block for coins, or have to play Simon Says with a Wonder Flower. And to the game's credit, they really do work. I tried to cheese the block minigame, and it wouldn't let me claim coins unless I was hitting the block with my head. I can easily see this being a huge hit with children, and it's a fun once-in-a-while game when you have friends over. But I think most of my time will be spent playing traditional Mario Party. Mario Party itself did receive a couple new ways to play. There's a new tag team mode that I'm really happy is finally here. This is a staple of Mario Party, and it felt missing from the experience. Instead of Jamboree buddies invading your games, you'll be able to summon your own tag partner to you using the new spaces or new item to fulfill the same things a Jamboree buddy would do in a regular game. Strategizing with your partner to snag 2 stars instead of 1 is really satisfying, and makes this a great addition to the existing rule sets. There's also a Frenzy mode where you'll play out the last 5 turns of a game. You'll start out with 50 coins, a star, and double dice, and this was as stressful as it sounded. I wasn't expecting to see so many stars getting bought, stolen, and swapped in just 5 turns, but it made for a compelling experience. The game estimated a 5-turn game taking 60 minutes, and I thought there's no way that could be true. One of the main issues with the original experience was the pacing. Games take entirely too long to get through, and it might actually be worse here? I could be gaslighting myself, but the 5-turn game I played moved at a glacial pace. And that's even true of initial game setup. Every time you play Jamboree TV, they play out the setup like the beginning of a live show, and it's so slow. You can skip all of this stuff, but why does it take so long for me to just get into a game and start playing? Mario Party games already take too long. I don't need the setup to drag its feet right along with it. But unfortunately, it does get worse. As I'm sure you've seen by now, Jamboree TV is completely separated from the original Jamboree game. Just like selecting Bowser's Fury or 3D World on that game's title screen. So all of the side modes from the original Jamboree are completely siloed off into what is essentially a different game. You can still play Mario Party itself in Jamboree TV, as I mentioned, with all of the boards and the new rules intact. But if you were to go to the regular Jamboree game and play Mario Party, you'll find that the camera, the new rules, and the mouse mini-games are completely absent. What in the world is going on here? Is the original game just being emulated with only the new Jamboree TV stuff being ported to Switch 2? I think that might be the case, because the higher resolution found in Jamboree TV, which looks fantastic by the way, is nowhere to be found in any of the normal Jamboree content. I am absolutely baffled by this. This setup doesn't make any sense. Did they do this because of online play? This had to be rushed to market. I refuse to believe they looked at this setup prior to launch and thought, yeah, that's perfect. It is absolutely not perfect. And then there's GameShare. GameShare allows you to share the game with Nintendo Switch 1 owners, but you're limited to just one board, and you can only play it locally. Now stay with me here, but if you were to play Mario Party with friends locally, why not just dock the Switch and play it on one console? I would understand GameShare being here if it was over online, but it's not. Look, maybe you're going to play Jamboree in a setting without a television. Then I could maybe see GameShare over local being useful, but the feature still feels shallow and incomplete. I'm a huge Mario Party fan, and the new camera features and mouse mini-games are a great addition to an already great game. And being able to experience the best parts of Mario Party in a much higher, sharper resolution could be worth it on its own. But I really can't justify spending $20 on such a disjointed experience. This upgrade feels rushed, it feels incomplete, and I would have rather waited a few months for them to unify the experience into a singular package instead of whatever this is. And because of that, GVG gives Jamboree TV a 6.5 out of 10. I think the game would have been better off without the Bowser or roller coaster modes. Just take the new minigames and camera features and add them to the existing experience and increase the resolution across the board. That's going to do it for us right now. If you want more Nintendo Switch 2 news, reviews, and everything in between, subscribe to GVG. But until next time, keep the games good and the vibes greater. Bye now.